Hey, all my crafty friends. I am coming to you today with a Sketchy Sunday type of ordeal. We are using the sketch that I will put right here for you guys. Love this sketch. I did change it into a 6x8, or I shouldn't even say a 6x8 anymore. It's a 7x8. I'm making all of my spreads 7x8 at this point. I'm not even making them 6.825. But I guess if it was inside the page protector, it would be 6x8. My spreads, though, usually are 7x8.25. And I kind of made it into that. We are doing a page for my youngest son, which if you've been following my October daily, you would see that I have already scrapped these photos, but it was for my October daily. This spread will go into his spread. And I am using the a very old Traci Redesigns kit. I'm just admiring this mica stain that I've already done. You'll see here in a minute. I kind of did this the other day to let it just dry. What is it? First and 10. There we go. First and 10. So I have her 3 up, 3 down baseball kit, and now her first and 10 football kit. I recently just did. It's a very old kit, so it doesn't have all of the things that her new kits have in it, but they're still amazing things. And I've already printed things out and cut things out on my silhouette. And then, like you'll see here in a minute, I distressed my background a little bit, so let's cut to that.
All right, Justin, turn me up a little bit.
Perfect. So now you can see I left that dry, and hopefully in the lens, let's see, let me get up here. Oh, there you go. You guys can see it. Oh, look at there you go. Look at that shimmer. So I used Specimen mica stain. I got all of the Halloween mica stains as they were super on sale at Simon Says Stamps. There we go. And I was like, yeah, for sure, I'll get them all. So I went from having no mica stains to having all, like, I don't have a complete rainbow yet just because they were the Halloween ones, but I have tons of neutrals, purples, greens, yellows, oranges, that type of thing. So hopefully I can get a few of the Christmas ones, round out my collection, and be done with it. So, all right, so let's get to work on this. I am going to put you on fast forward. Like I said, I did a lot of this already in Photoshop, because when you use Traci's sketches, you can get the Photoshop file. There we go. And all of the layers are in there. So I just was dropping things into layers, resizing them. Makes it super easy to get a sketch done and over with. And that's one thing that I love about her sketches. So let's all right, guys. So as I transition over to the voiceover, this spread actually does come together quite quickly. Again, mostly because I do a ton of work not a ton of work. I do a lot of the work in Photoshop. It's not a ton of work when you're working in Photoshop. It's literally just dropping and dragging. And I will get my, setup together here eventually. I don't work on a Mac, so it's harder for me to screen share. And I'm just not going to pay for, I guess, a screen recording program. I don't know, I'm cheap. I don't get paid to do, or like, my videos aren't monetized, so it's like I can't put any more money into, I guess, like the screen recording process. I don't know. And the one that I had is like not working for some reason. I don't know, all of a sudden it's just not working. It might be the storage on my computer, honestly, because I'm running out of that. So All right, so I just used the star paper in the First and 10 kit as this one. The only thing that this sketch was definitely harder for me is obviously I'm a pretty simple scrapper, and though this was a grid type sketch, which generally is the way I do like to scrapbook, there was a few layers in there. And so I was trying to not make it busy where I've already obviously sprayed my background and, that type of thing. So I'm already kind of busying it up a little bit. And trying to keep the colors, I don't know, like more the colors of his team were red, white, and black. That's our school colors. So I used, like I said, the red stars. I felt like they were pretty, they kind of fell into the background a little bit. And then I used 2 red squares for where the pictures are going, since that's, it isn't as busy. And then the other 2 squares, I used the black and white stripe paper. That one is going to be left alone. And then I used the black regular paper. She had in her pattern papers, she will also give you obviously like cardstock papers. And I used the black one, and then I overlaid the painted, I don't know what they're called, like the yard lines from the football field. I overlaid that like mixed media ping on that black instead of doing the green and having that green just like pop off that page so much. I used it on the black, and I was like super happy with that. When I did that, I was like, oh, that looks so good. So it wasn't just black paper pretty much. And then I used her alpha, which I don't generally use her alpha all of the time. I generally like to use like stamps or that type of thing but I felt like the football alpha definitely added the football theme to this very well, and it popped in the middle of that page. So I like, once I did that, I was like, yes, that actually looks great. Honestly, I was like, I loved how it looked. I printed out just 2 small pictures, one of him on the field and one after the game, after his last game, and I did it that way. The only thing left to do is get a little bit of journaling on this page. And again, like I mentioned before, this is a pretty old kit that she has done, and so she doesn't have that many like labels, or at least ones that were like didn't have football, I guess, written on them. I don't know. There was a couple in this kit for sure. Just nothing that was like resonating to me, I guess. So I just took out my stamps and I did them. I'm sorry, guys. I'm actually watching football right now, and my team's like just letting them run down the field. Anyways, took out these stamps right here and just used my stamps and fussy cut these out. So just regular black labels, nothing nothing too crazy. To get my journaling in, I just use some grid paper pretty much just so that I would have that. And then the other thing you seen me add were some star stickers. I just wasn't in love with the stars in the kits. I could have, what I should have done to keep it all Traci Reed stuff, I didn't think about it until I was done, unfortunately, is I could have just clipped the papers to which is the great thing about hybrid. I could have just clipped the other papers to the stars and then made stars from her. I just didn't think about it, and I didn't want to go back and do the silhouette and cut all that kind of stuff out. So I just used those stars. I figured they were pretty generic type embellishments. So, and then did some journaling to wrap this up pretty much. Like I said, it came together real quick. I did use stamps, those stars on the top and the bottom of the paper. were just a stamp from the kit, and also the background is like a page or like a parchment type cardstock, so it does have a little bit of texture. It's hard to see on camera, but it isn't plain white paper also. I did print that out from the kit also. So, all right, guys, definitely head over to the blog to get this sketch and use it for yourself. It's a great way to get some projects done. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.